There's a little bit of music under my voice. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mr. Ben Show. Happy Oblivion Day. The word is that this is about to shadow drop. That's been the rumor for a while now. That's what I thought they were going to do with Tony Hawk. I didn't think that at the time that Oblivion was a possibility. This is apparently also made by Virtua Studios, who is going to be doing the Metal Gear Solid Delta remake. Anyways, I don't know if I introduced myself. I am Ben. This is the Mr. Ben Show, or this is Praise the Run, depending on what channel you are watching this on. This will be going on both. Usually with these reaction videos now, I put it on both because we end up talking about this stuff on the podcast later. If you didn't know, on the main channel, I have a podcast. It's called Praise the Run Podcast. If you want to support both of those channels, my Pokemon card store, I have a card store. That's down below. You can buy some physical cards, or you can just send me money on Cash App. That's always nice too. You don't have to do that though. Just like the video. That helps so much. Yeah, dude, Oblivion. The word on the street is that they're retooling combat. I played, I want to say 4 months ago, I played like the first 5 or 6 hours of Oblivion, and it was fine. It doesn't hold up as well as you think, and even with modern hardware, the load screens are almost unbearable. I'm going to turn this down a little bit more in my ears. Just so I can hear myself think a little. But yeah, dude, I'm not hoping anything from this, because we kind of know what to expect. I mean, it's Oblivion. They can't change that much. They're calling it a remaster. I think the name remake and remaster has been muddied. But this is not going to be a Final Fantasy VII situation. So I think that's what they're trying to imply with this. But I think this is going to be a lot more than just like, I don't know, some new textures, you know? This is gonna be a big deal. We'll see how big of a deep dive this is. I don't think they gave like out any time frame of how long this is supposed to be. This could be just a 4-minute trailer, or this could be a 30-minute presentation. I have no clue, man. We'll see. I'll clap it over. We have 40 seconds. Yeah. Crazy, dude. I didn't think that we would be here right away. We were talking about this on the last podcast. I was like, they might do it on a Tuesday? That would be kind of crazy, but I would expect maybe Thursday, Friday, if they're going to shadow drop it. No, Tuesday. We're going with the old school release stuff. If we're actually shadow dropping today, that's kind of crazy. I would imagine that this is not going to have a physical today. The physical will come later. But maybe it won't come at all. We'll see. Bethesda Game Studios. There's Virtuous. Okay. Here we go. They changed the ESRB.
You hold our future in your hands.
I think that's the third time this game's got a different ESRB, because originally this game was rated teen, and then it got switched to rated M, and then now it's rated M for different reasons.
Find him and
Put my
close
second
shut
headphone
the
in.
jaws
Both ears,
of
please.
oblivion.
Oblivion. I got this Welch's Grape Ghost.
Here we are 20 years later.
Oh. Here we are. With Todd Howard.
When you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously, we're working on the 6th chapter here, but what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters. Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define role-playing games and open
Not all
world
of those
games
are on
for their
Game Pass yet.
generation.
Fans got so connected
Patrick and
with
I
the
talked
worlds
about that on
we
the
made and
podcast too.
stories we're telling.
Like Arena's not on there, Daggerfall's not on there.
A real defining moment in the series, and
I think that's
for
the only other
how
one.
we make games as a studio.
There might be another spin-off that's not on there. There's a couple of the spin-offs,
When it
but I was
comes
surprised
to
that
a
Arena
remaster,
or Daggerfall
we
are
want
not
people to feel
on
what they
there.
did then, but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with this tremendous
Some
visual
bones
update
in place
is
shows the
absolutely
skeleton.
amazing.
If
It's
you
the
missed
world I
that.
remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also this evolution of our games, I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long.
That's
and
cool,
It sort
having
of
all
gave me
these
the warm
people.
fuzzies.
Oh my god, it's been 20 years? I think the thing that gets me the most is the music.
It's crazy, right?
When you hear
You
that
know?
music at the main menu.
I was
it's
in
like-
the 7th grade when this game came
there's
out.
this, like,
I'm now
flood of
30 years
nostalgia.
old, dude.
Oblivion is
Fuck.
the beginning of who I am. As an individual, as a game developer, it all starts with this.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's, what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
I was born 87 years ago. For 65
Ooh,
years,
here we
I've
go.
ruled as Tamriel's
Original.
But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen
Do you
the
think
gates of Oblivion,
the voice acting is
beyond
redone?
which no waking eye
Holy
may
shit. Woo! Woo! Just fan off that heat real quick. It is pretty. It is real pretty. Dude, everybody was freaking out. Oh, it doesn't look that green. Eat fucking shit. Eat fucking shit, dude.
The world of Oblivion Remastered immediately
It looks gorgeous. Look at that. Holy shit.
When we decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we had one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life.
Fuck
The
yeah.
care and love they've poured
Fuck
into
yeah.
the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome
What a
to
win.
Virtuous.
How
Our
fucking
team
good
here
that
has been
looks.
hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible. We
Like,
work
this
with
game
Bethesda
plays like
Studios
shit
and other projects in the
anyways,
past,
so like,
so we know
I
how
don't
to
know
make
if it
that
looks
team
this
and their
good
games
and plays
special.
like shit. I'd kind of be fine. But if it plays great too, sick.
This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
Fuck yeah, dude. So it's probably have all the expansions as well. Shivering Isles and stuff, yeah.
About time someone
Yes, sir. Huzzah. The Oblivion Gates.
Those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
From unleashing the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What was the Oblivion Crisis? What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil?
The animations are still pretty Bethesda-like. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not mad about it. It looks great, but there's
on a personal level,
there's still maybe they keep just changing back and forth. I don't think so though.
At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I mean, I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played
because dude's mouth was kind of jank when he was speaking.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
You will find your own path, but there will be blood and death before.
Yeah, it's still very much the same game out of the. And I don't know at this point, like with how realistic graphics look and shit, like I don't know what happened to the audio there. That was weird.
The technology we used to create the original was cutting edge at the time, but tools have come along.
I mean, I was gonna say like we haven't really figured it out, but like Naughty Dog has. Like there's definitely studios that have figured it out, but this game's not mocap. Like, right? This game is still fucking.
We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body.
Just regular models and assets, right? It's not like
that players have loved for almost 20 years.
Oh, huge 3D studio, like 1,000 cameras pointed at an actor.
Style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
The brush opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck here like I am.
The Isles, a wonderful place.
That was crazy looking.
Good for a visit. Or
I don't remember that at all.
Eternity.
A lot of this game, like I remember the first 2 hours like really well, and when I started exploring, I was like, I don't know. Fuck, dude. All of these random ass caves and shit. I don't remember.
And stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons in each asset, allowing us a truly impressive level of detail in the world. Every single asset in this game was completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch.
I barely remember Skyrim. I've played that even more recent, you know?
Simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting.
I fucking platinum, or not platinum, what's the gamer score equivalent? I have 1,000 gamer score in that.
We used an incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning. Heed it!
And real tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters. From there, our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh, allowing us to share the model, rig, and textures. As a result, all races, including Argonians, Orcs, and Khajiits, are built on the same base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
Welcome to the guild.
We have access to so
We're getting a
many
huge
modern
deep dive. Like I said, I didn't know what to expect from this. I was like, fuck, this could just be a 5-minute trailer and I'd be just as hyped. But, you know.
Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing world.
This is great.
You really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Fane.
I want to see the new combat. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get into it. Oh. Never mind.
It's not just visuals that we've modernized in the remaster. It's gameplay.
Yeah, sir.
It's UI.
You can get a dodge roll. Give me a dodge roll.
It's awesome. We've updated features and systems across the board.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy. It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the
Cool.
best of both worlds.
Yeah. I don't mind that. That's fine.
We were able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality
It's
that
the
feels more
combat.
human.
That's all I care
You see
about.
that in
Like,
places like combat
it's the one thing this game is
There's
missing.
a lot more separation between the upper and lower body, and all the animations have
It's
more
fucking parrying.
Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects,
Didn't?
or hit reactions.
Wow.
Blood
Huh.
splatters, sparks, and
I didn't even
control
think
feedback.
about that. I just
You know,
thought
it's a
it was
little
like
thing,
it felt
but
bad.
little things add up to make the combat more modern and engaging.
Yeah, there's like a little parry kind of thing.
There's a proper third-person perspective now. The original had third-person, but there was no crosshair, and we felt the experience could be modernized.
Okay.
One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to
Go back to
Starfield
combat.
in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective.
Oh shit, we
is
got
all the same
a
control we
strafe.
get from the first-person
There's a
view.
little dodge. You see that?
You have my ear, citizen.
See that shit? It's sick. That was sick.
How are you? Disk storage limits meant we couldn't.
See, there's
have
Raid
any
T
voiceovers
version.
for all the races. So
Those
we
things
gone back and
are
new lines of dialogue.
a lot more rare
race
than
represented
what
in the
people
game
think,
now sounds
and I
unique.
need to. Dude, I downsized my collection, and
We
now
also
I
made
have
sure
the
to keep
urge
in all
to
of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like
go
the way they
back
say hello.
and
Some
buy
people are so
everything
nice.
that I sold off.
Hi there. But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop.
I need to
You
get that
violated the
before
law.
it.
Stop.
It's all
You
of a sudden
violated
worth
the
a
law.
lot more money.
Criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone. We are going to steal one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need
Yeah, it
to
sounds a
find
lot
the
better.
reading room. The blind priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priests. They're blind.
New quests?
I've chosen you.
Is that
because
what
you are
we're
the
implying
best.
here?
Good luck.
I don't know. I'm sure people remember.
Stop. You violated the law.
Stop.
Stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
Yeah, you got a little dodge right there.
As games have developed over the past 20 years,
that a new quest?
players
I
have
don't
come
know.
to expect a certain suite of tools.
I don't remember.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because it was such a big debate internally among our teams. Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided it's 2025
Get rid of the
and people are
dirts.
going to want to sprint. In fact, all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch, and that has a huge impact from the
Fuck
very beginning
yeah.
of the game.
Every
Fuck yeah.
single updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion Oblivion.
It didn't
What
look
are
like
those
it got
features
rid of
that just
endurance, but even then,
immediately come
just
to mind for players
oh.
when they think of the game.
The mini games are the mini games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Great. How's it go again?
Like lockpicking. You can put a fresh coat of paint on it, but you can't change it too much because it's part of the core experience.
Whether you're returning to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you and watch you and watch the ground you walk on.
hell yeah.
you will instantly feel at home. It just
They
feels
gotta
like
do
home.
that. You know?
We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been
Got a
waiting?
message. I did not. It's just the glare.
Oblivion is a core part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios.
Uh-huh.
None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put into it, the sort of the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now
You're showing
to help
off a lot of
introduce
those
this
original
game to a
teen
new
writing
generation of
copies.
players. I feel so lucky.
I really think that people. When
I
they
wonder
come
what's
back
the
into
story
remaster,
about
they're
that.
gonna be
Like, they've
shocked
never
just how
talked
good the
about
game looks.
why.
The Oblivion gates look absolutely incredible, and I think they're just going to.
I would love to know the story behind
Even if it's just the music, for
the
example,
sudden
just walking
change of
around
an
for half an
ESRB
hour in the
rating
world,
like
you
that.
feel something.
in
That's
2006.
precious.
You know?
You're going back to a world that you've been to before.
Before the
but
internet,
it's better
before...
somehow. Like it's an intangible
Right.
thing, but
They had to
it's, like,
put stickers on
it's new,
boxes,
it's fun,
is what they
like, it's
did back
exciting
then.
again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
and Virtuous,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very special place in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation of players has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait.
Like, I wonder if they were
is
gonna
that
get,
I
like,
get to be the
pulled.
one to
The
announce
only
the
other
Oblivion
instance I
remaster
remember
will be
of that
available.
was GTA with San Andreas. We did it. Shadow Drop. It's available. I think I know what I'm doing today. Fuck. Hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna have to buy Game Pass.
This is the 27th of Last Seed. The year of Akatosh 433.
It might be on PS5, but it would probably be better just to buy it on Game Pass. Or buy Game Pass.
And the final hours of my life.
No, I'll have to stream it from the 1S.
I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking.
It's actually, the streaming has been pretty good, so we'll see.
This is only the beginning.
We'll see how the latency
This
is.
is yet to come.
Dude, this looks so fucking good.
Looks clear.
The opening.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness? Here you must find your own path.
Remember the Emperor!
Find him. And close shut the jaws.
That looks
of
fucking
Oblivion.
great. Oh my god, there's so much hype. And we get to play it today, dude. Fuck yeah. Available on everything. Go. Cool. Stay tuned for a special gameplay stream. We are not going to stay tuned for that. We will call it here. This is everything I wanted and more. Like I said, if this was still the same 2006 ass shitty combat, you know, it doesn't hold up as well as you might think. Don't at me. It's true. Or at me if you agree. I don't care. Just comment. But you know, it holds up in the nostalgic way, but it doesn't hold up like in a modern sense kind of way. So to bring this game into a modern sense kind of way is fantastic. This is a big deal. Patrick had never played Oblivion, so he's going to, I mean, hopefully he enjoys it as much as I did back then. Right? You know? So we'll see what his take is if he tries it out by the next podcast. When are we doing? Oh, that's tomorrow. We're doing the podcast tomorrow, so maybe not. Or maybe he has time to. He might have a show tonight. Anyways, My roommate, on the other hand, Kyle, he is also a huge fan of Oblivion, so he might be really, really hyped for this. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I don't know what else to leave it at that. Like, you know? Shit. We'll be talking about it on the podcast from tomorrow. And yeah, I guess more Let's Plays on the channel. I'm trying to think of things to say. I can't think of anything. Yeah, more Let's Plays on the channel. We will be starting Oblivion, probably. Probably. I'll see if we're doing Game Pass. We might just wait until Friday is the next day off I have. I had another game planned today, but we'll see. We'll see. I gotta go to bed. I gotta edit this video first, though. I work third shift. Yeah. It's been fun, guys. It's been real. Peace out, Scripts.